I gotta say something real quick. People in the chat, it's like I felt like we were working on the cartoon again. We were all backstage and we were just all talking. And I'm like, oh shit, it's 8:02, 8:03. It was just like we're back. It was just it's so fun working with everybody behind the scenes and all that. And guys, we got a virgin on the show. The first time, well, technically Rich was with us Sunday, but live wise, I think this is Rich Sharp's first time with us. So welcome, Rich.
Thank you. Rich. Good to be here.
Now, people in the chat like, well, who's Rich? Who's this guy? Well, let me show you who this guy is.
Yeah. Let me get back to you in like how long, guys? About
hold on. That's actually behind the scenes stuff I wanted to share stuff. But hold on, let me show you guys Rich.
I know I heard Sonny. I was like, oh, he's here.
I have the behind the scenes. Let me show you guys. If you guys don't know, this guy here, the green alien in black, was played by Rich Sharp. So let's just hear a little bit of Rich debut. Actually, Rich, is this your first time ever doing a cartoon?
Absolutely. First, yep.
All right. His debut. Here we go.
Greetings. You three are the last hope to save Earth. We have the missile from the Strategic Defense Initiative that Ronald Reagan Star Wars plan developed to stop people from Earth and aliens from other worlds. The government built 2 missiles, and the Viking Oger stole one of them.
I'm going to tell you guys something. Right now. I give Rich all the credit in the world because I have to say that Star Wars strategic plan, I would have fucked that up almost every single time. And let me tell you, Rich got it like, I think the first time you might, the second time you got it perfectly. And I remember, Rich, you said, Eric, I don't know if I can keep doing it. That
well, you know, I practiced for hours, you know, that's the truth. Because I can only stay strategic about, one out of every 3 times. It comes out right.
That's funny, but you said it so perfectly. You did. I didn't know you were practicing your line for a couple hours. That's awesome.
I did.
And it plays a crucial part in the whole story too, because 1, it takes down the Viking Ogre, and then 2, it was Eric's master chef's kiss on it all because he wanted to bring back Ronald Reagan's Star Wars real strategic plan. So it was new to me, so it was very cool Easter egg, very cool rabbit hole people can go dive into. That's what I
got to be honest. That's my second favorite character aside from Barry because that is my logo animated.
and Rich would tell you, Rich, you and I were probably one of the oldest people here in the group that we were young during the Reagan years, and when he was running for president, all you heard is about the Star Wars plan. There was even commercials of the Star Wars plan, and back then Star Wars was the biggest movie during that time. And when you hear the Star Wars plan, these missiles from space, and I just thought it'd just be perfect for the cartoon. Just like these missiles weren't just meant for us on Earth; it was meant for aliens, for whatever. Because what else are you going to put a missile in space? And the plan of putting they wanted to put a missile on the moon.
Whatever happened with that? Did they ever decommission it in space or take it down, or what? Is it still up there?
After he became president, Rich, if I'm wrong, I don't even remember them really trying to fight to get a bill for it, to get the money for it. I remember that was the plan on running, and then he crushed. I mean, he probably won by the biggest percentage of any president in the last 100 years. Mm-hmm. I mean, he crushed. And I don't know. They just didn't go through with it. I don't know what because look, we didn't even go back to the moon during that time. Beyond putting a missile up there. So, but it sounded great, right? I remember as a kid, Star Wars missiles.
Star Wars. Yeah, I remember that when I was a kid too.
I think it's rad. But yeah, Rich, you did a great job, man, and it was really cool for a real life friend to be even brought into the cartoon. That's what's so trippy for me. Like I have a bunch of real life people that
line this up perfectly
in the next few months, and we're gonna get to enjoy this, and it's just so trippy.
I had a blast.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
And see, guys, this is just I'm just showing some people. Look, this is us behind the scenes working on this now. Me, Anthony, and Connor.
Hey, look,
I
the
don't
characters
think
are
that
all
one. So
lined up with us.
What I'm doing, Anthony, real quick, I'm getting the people that I'm gonna alien. And then
Got it.
okay, so
We're all lined up with each other. That's funny.
just you don't have to see the. Don't worry about the video. Just
People from Earth and aliens from other worlds.
see, perfect.
That was good.
And that was good. And did you do it one more time, just so I can have two of them? So just do one more time.
All right.
Well,
I
this
can
is-
only say strategic about 1 out of 3 times. So
You said it good. That's the second time right there. You said it great.
you 3 are the last hope to save Earth. We have the missile from the Strategic Defense Initiative that Ronald Reagan Star Wars plan developed to stop people from Earth and aliens from other worlds.
See, guys, I mean that's a lot of us is done behind the scenes. It's I'm trying to see here where.
And then Sonny was in there. You know, he's playing multiple roles now too, because he's playing himself, and then he is the new purple alien, Lavender style. After he hit puberty and his voice has changed a little bit.
And everybody in the chat, let me share you this other screen that if you want to know what it looks like on cutting, or actually here's Windows. I mean, just if you guys just look at this green, look at all those little
Gonna
squares.
work.
If you look at all those squares in the middle, those are all voices.
A lot of editing.
Those are a lot of voices. I mean,
Ton of editing, man.
Impressive. It's a lot of work.
and it went down to the wire. I'm telling you, people, it went down to the wire. I didn't get it up to about 12:30 or 1 o'clock, and there were some last minute decisions. I mean, I want to hear this from everybody, but one of the things that I've learned, one of the person who gave me advice told me there's 3 things you need to do, and he says you give yourself a date that you're going to do it on. So we'll pick Wednesday, and whatever you do it. Don't tell yourself you could postpone it, because when you postpone shit, you lack on it. You're not putting your extra effort in it, and it kind of just waits there. You always wait. When you know there's a date, you're going to push yourself trying to get the best. And then I've learned, trust others. Ask their opinions. Like, if I didn't have a line, it was cool that Connor was like, hey, on Instagram, I go, Connor, you're on Instagram? All right, meet me upstairs. And I did that with Anthony. I want to add something extra. And then the 30 says you got to make the hard decision of if something you feel – hold on. Here we go. The other side was playing. If something doesn't fit, if you got something else you can replace it, do it. Because at the end, everybody did the hard work, but it's about the cartoon at the end versus all the extra hard work. I mean, it's I had lines that I cut out myself. There was lines that we cut out that Connor liked. I mean, it's at the end, it's whatever it works. So that's what I've learned. That's what I learned doing this.
Oh yeah, and there will be more parts to come. So we will get those lines in, and
The Ark of the Covenant, baby.
yes, I'm super excited just to see what side stories and side quests go off. Like, where did Barry fly to? You heard him at the end.
Yeah,
I'll be
I'll be
back.
back.
I love that
You're right,
too,
Connor.
because I love
It's
the
perfect, right?
oh
That
yeah,
whole
the
yell
extra
was
scenes
perfect
you
with
guys
the
did
explosion and
were
everything.
unreal, man. It was special.
Oh, hold on. If you guys remember that explosion, let me see if you guys, people in the chat, if you hear this. Hold on. Let me find that. Let me go back to the cartoon part when you're spinning. Not that part. That's the wheel and deal. Hold on. Okay, so guys, when he hits the missile, when Anthony is screaming, there is another sound beneath his screaming. I want you guys to see if you can tell, but you guys can hear it, what it is.
The missile is higher than I thought. I gotta correct it. Oh, Jesus! Oh, no! But I'll be back!
All right. Did you guys hear what was also with the screaming and the sound effect? What was also there? Anybody in the chat want to take a guess? What also did you hear during that scream?
I like that though because the Sasquatch they put their vocalizations out of their clavicle, so he's screaming out of his clavicle, and then his mouth is making noise too, so he can humanly or human hybridly actually make both those sounds at the same time. So very
Exactly. Cool. Connor just told you guys it was the Bigfoot sound. I put the Bigfoot sound underneath, and I did it only during his scream. Except we did also add it when you pumped your hands.
I love the part where it's riding and it is a little bumpy, and Eric's like bragging that he can, ride a spaceship, and I'm impressed. But Barry's like, it's still bumpy. I wish I could have like squeezed in a one-liner and be like, dude, you're 800 pounds.
We'll hear that part, but here's another Bigfoot sound.
I think I'll fit inside with you guys.
Oh yeah, it's enough for us three. Yeah, that was the Bigfoot sound. But what Connor was talking about is right. Okay, we're flying here. We'll just. I could have played it from there where we were at. What am I doing?
Yeah, soon we're gonna have to play it. We're at the 15-minute mark of the show.
You guys want to? Everybody in the chat, you guys want to see it from the beginning?
Oh hell yeah!
All right, I'm gonna move my mic out of the way so it won't echo.
And the Walking Legend's in here right now too, and he plays the Red Elmo alien. Shout out to him. Very cool.
The red alien when making the deal with Mr. Jones, not the red alien that goes out the window. The one who's making the deal with Mr. Jones.
With the Lavender alien.
Yeah, the Lavender. That's what you know what, Connor? That's what I've been naming him, Lavender. It just
I know. After you've been saying it, I've been saying it too. So we just go with
everybody in the chat. I am gonna play this right now. While we were doing this, I kept calling Anthony Barry. I'm like
the whole time
calling him Barry, like oh shit! I'm sorry, Anthony. I'm knowing Anthony as Barry the Bigfoot. but here's the cartoon, and I'll make it all the way big. Here we go. Make it all the way big.
Right, give me the codes for the Strategic Defense Initiative missile.
Zip-zap, zor-zap, platform.
Why? We will destroy Earth with their own missiles.
Zing-zang, flalak-tang-kapong.
Oh, so you want to play the game, do ya? Aye, so now you're going to give me the code.
You got it. That Viking is a berserker.
Yeah, man, he's dogman crazy.
I hope Oracle is okay.
Hey guys, I saw escape pods when we arrived. Let's go to the ship. We still have a show to do.
I want the world to know we exist.
Eric, you need to press the right button.
Red or blue? Fire or water? Earth or air?
There's only two.
Well, too many. We might get sucked out into space.
Try the red button.
Open sesame.
I remember. It's that second door.
I sure hope so, bro. Man, that looks like the escape pod from Interstellar.
Guys, think I'll fit inside with you guys?
Oh yeah, it's enough for us three.
I hope our Elysium spaceship will get us home safely.
Boy, some fools there is going to be an Earth at Orlando. Can't wait to see the reactions.
Oh yes, baby, smooth sailing.
When did you learn how to fly this ship, Eric?
I learned to fly from the game Halo 3.
Still bumpy.
Oh, getting a beacon from the lunar base.
Come to the lunar base on the dark side of the moon. We have a weapon that can stop the Viking Oger.
All right, guys, we get to save the planet.
I'm gonna be the first Bigfoot to ever step on the moon.
It's Armageddon. I don't want to pay taxes like Bruce Willis.
I hope they have a suit my size.
There's things bigger than Bigfoot in this moon, I heard. I heard Men in Black, but Alien in Black?
Hey, over here, guys. Greetings. You three are the last hope to save Earth. We have the missile from the Strategic Defense Initiative that Ronald Reagan Star Wars planned, developed to stop people from Earth and aliens from other worlds. The government built 2 missiles, and the Viking Oger stole one of them.
Do you think the moon is hollow?
Yeah, I think it's plasma.
Hey, shut up. It's a unicorn.
You drink from the horn, it'll live forever, man.
Hey, I have a feeling that we're being watched.
Hey, oof, you guys smell that?
Yeah, it's Graboids from Tremors.
We need to call WorldKind for help.
We need Valentine McKee.
Whoa, you watched Tremors, Barry?
Best series ever. Hey, Oracle from space. He's still alive.
Don't worry, guys. I'll take care of this drama.
Oracle did it. He turned it into stone.
Wow, he risked his life for us. Let's save the planet.
Connor, I'll take the right button and you take the left button.
On 3. 3, 2, 1.
Blast off!
Oh no! The rocket's heading in a different direction.
Don't worry about it, guys. I got this. Just tell the world what I did.
I'll tell them about you, Barry.
You're a true friend, man.
Connor and Eric, you're the best friends I ever had. You never judge me because what I am.
Believe in you.
Hey, I got a deal for you.
What's it do, yo?
After I put the codes in, when the missile launches, you take down the Oger. Lickety clack, Overwatch.
Now I'm going to be the ultimate supreme being across all the galaxy.
Little alien, I need to talk to you for just a moment. What do you say we team up together? You and I can pillage planets throughout the solar system.
I'm down. Whatever you want to do, it's all ours.
Oh, the missile is higher than I thought. I gotta correct it. Oh, Jesus, I'm out of control! No, but I'll be back!
Thank God they did it. Now we can ravage the Earth again.
I need to honor all of our friends for saving us.
Look over there. It's Orko, your brother.
Don't worry about me, guys. I'll be fine.
So the universe knows.
I have a map to the Ark of the Covenant. Let's talk to God.
Thanks for the lift, guys.
Yeah, see you soon.
You guys are legends.
You think anybody's gonna believe us?
How could they not? We told exactly how this happened.
Hey, who's this guy in the black suit?
Looks important.
I've been waiting for you guys.
Why? What's going on? What do you need?
Let me show you. You already know them.
What? The Chop Shop guys are still alive?
Okay, so what do you need from us?
I'll tell you everything in the car.
We gotta search the map of the Ark of the Covenant. Find the Holy Grail that will lead us to our friends. Podcast is gonna have to wait.
Oh, let me get the off. There we go. Man, it's fun. It's fun watching it. You know, and that's the idea, people in the chat. The idea is not try to outbeat the other one. The idea is just to go to different areas, you know. And the idea, like the next one, is not going to be on the moon because we've already been to the moon. You know, we already been on an alien planet. We've been in the jungle. You know, it's like where we're going next. Now, if you guys watch the cartoon, you might got a hint where we're going next with the arc. But the idea is to go somewhere brand new for every episode, and I think that makes it more exciting than trying to. How are we going to top the other one?
Right.
You know, there's going to be a scenery for everybody. You know, I mean, guys, trust me, Connor and I, and you know, we talked about different areas. You know, one of the idea Connor put in my head is Transylvania. I'm like that could be a good one too. You know,
Yep. Underwater, Jack and the Beanstalk, up in the sky with the giants, other planets. We got a lot of plans. Where did Anthony go? That's the big question mark, and I'm excited for his side quest.
And that was also a last minute kind of a put in where I go, hey, Anthony, can you say this line? Can you get on with me and say this line? Because when you hit it again, why are we not having you say something?
I was sending you lines at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, like Connor was saying, oh, hey, there's actually space here. We could put something there if it makes sense. And, we added that whole, the one thing about, you said Armageddon about taxes, and anybody who watched Armageddon would get it, that Armageddon said, hey, we'll go save the planet, but we want never to pay taxes again. So there's hints in it for movies and stuff. Like Rich's hint was with Ronald Reagan's Star Wars plan, Tremors, Armageddon.
Yeah, the Tremors part I'm really proud of. You say we got to call Burt Gummer, and then Anthony Barry says, yeah, Valentine McKee. And then I turn, like we're getting hunted by graboids, and I turn to him in the car and I'm like, you watch Tremors too, Barry? He's like, yeah, best series ever. So like, I love that, and I've been watching, episode 1 and episode 2. Like our characters have matured so much too. Like at first we're like, kind of scared at everything, and now we're on like the 3rd planet. Like, it's just wild. Like I feel like our characters have matured and like came together more, and we know ourselves. And I think that's really fun.
Except when I saw the missile going, when I went like, oh no.
Oh yeah, we still make our mistakes, or just honestly, that was like system failure because we pressed it at the right time. It was already set up, that was Rich's guys, But I understand they were scattered. The Viking Oger pulled a fast one, it's wild. Every character is pretty dynamic.
That was awesome. And let me see here.
Yeah,
it's hard. It's hard.
It's hard with the screen.
You try to hold the phone up here to the screen.
It's hard.
That's what I got. That's what
Anthony, I'm doing the same thing too. That's what we were arguing here, guys, is at that part of the video, it was hard to look at the script and look at the video because you're trying to match it up with the video too. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is, right? It's not like we're doing it in a professional studio. We're doing shit. StreamYard should fucking like give us free service and stuff, showing people how to make a cartoon using StreamYard.
True.
Honestly, might be one of the first people to do it. That's what's crazy. It's definitely the first group to do it from the places we are at. We're different continents, different states, different time zones. It's truly magical. Different generations. It's a beautiful thing.
We gotta call Guinness.
Honestly, like all the different YouTubers and paranormal investigators and authors and creators that are part of it, it's amazing. Rich Sharp is Skunk Ape Paranormal, and then we have S4, we have Paranormal Highway, we had Jamie from of course One Time I Was Abducted by Aliens. Kari was in it. Just tons of different wakes of life, and it's just really cool to be part of. Again, the Kevin Bacon thing, we're all really connected. It's a beautiful world we've created.
Here's a guy you guys might not know who voiced the Man in Black at the end. I got a friend of mine named Viz who does a YouTube channel called Dead Talk Live, and he interviews actors who do horror movies. And his streaming also goes on to one of the streaming channels. It's not Shudder. I forgot the name, but he's actually on a streaming channel himself. And
nice.
Here, I want to. I guess
is it Paraflix?
Is it Paraflix? And I just want to show you guys what the guy looks like. See right there? If you guys look at the Men in Black,
looks like the character.
Yeah, that's him. And if you listen to him, let me see if he's talking here.
Brain injury.
Well, yeah.
Realistic is that? Here you are trying to get dressed to leave the hospital, and your husband brings you skinny jeans, and you're all pissed off about it.
Yeah, so he's a horror lover. He's a horror movie lover. And so it's fun to get voices from people that have YouTube channels and kind of stuff. Get everybody mixed in together. It's like bridging all these communities together in certain ways.
For sure.
Rich, you have a YouTube channel, right?
No, I don't. Not really.
Do you go on people's like shows and interviews and stuff, or because I know Connor, you guys meet at the Bigfoot conferences, right?
Yep.
So what do you do at a Bigfoot conference, if I may ask?
I just go there, watch all the speakers and
So you go as a fan?
As a fan, yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you had a booth or not, because I see Connor's videos going to booth to booth, talking to everybody, and I don't know who he's talking to, but he's got free spirited. So you just go as a fan, okay?
I'm just
He goes as a fellow camper to the speakers. He's a VIP, Any friend of mine in any event that I'm invited to is VIP. We run in like we own those four walls, but everybody else is invited too. You got to find your tribe. But he's definitely more than a fan, but no, he doesn't have any booths or anything.
Now people are going to be running up to you, Rich, like, oh my God, you were in that cartoon.
Yeah.
Let me get
Exactly. And he was part of the Mayaka camp out with Stacy Brown, where we got a lot of good evidence. We found hair. We recorded knocks, weird like gurgling, and maybe samurai chatter. It's all on Matt's channel, Supernatural Spectrum. Very cool. That's when we met Nana Boss. And Rich was with us hiking every step of the way. And of course, we were right behind Stacy Brown. RPG was there. A lot of guys from Outcast Paranormal. So Rich's fam. And I'm really looking forward to you coming up to Tallahassee for the event in October, of course. If you can make it up before that, we could schedule, then heck yeah. But Rich is also in cahoots with War Party Paranormal down in South Florida. Have you went on any, official expeditions with them or investigations or meetings?
Yeah. They do investigations pretty regular. I know we got one coming up the 27th, I want to say, at the Gold Coast Railroad Museum.
Oh.
But they have stuff every month. There's something going on for sure.
Very cool. Very cool. And your better half, Stephanie, is along with the journey as well. So I just wanted to give her a shout out because she's very supportive of this show and your journey and my journey as well. So she's very cool. She's bought my books and even bought me extra drinks and dinner because she knew I was malnourished after a long day at the conference on the beach side, looking out for the Punta Gorda turtle and tidal waves and pirates and stuff. But it was very cool. But you guys are definitely very good people, and it was really cool for you to be a part of this. It's such a cool internet world that I know one day Anthony, Eric, and I are all going to be linked up in real life. But now you're part of the family too, and now everybody else in part of the chat will know who you are when you're just part of the chat. It just has a little bit more dynamic to it. It's
I can't wait to hit up the Sasquatch convention, man. I'm dying to go.
Yeah, man. You and Long Island Bigfoot. Can't wait.
Yeah, we've been talking Long Island Bigfoot and I.
And there was another thing that Rich Sharp did, people. He's I think Anthony said this yesterday during the recording. Oh, you're the legend. He was the one that donated enough to make 3 happen. It was because I mean he donated and made it happen, and so he's a legend in so many ways. It's these aren't cheap. these aren't. I mean, I showed Connor one of the price tags, and it's and each episode's kind of a little longer than the other one, and then guys, I actually had I paid extra because I needed a scene added. If you guys didn't know this, Connor knows this. Like I was on a weekend going to Oregon trip. On my vacation, I was thinking about the cartoon. I'm like, you know what? I gotta have a fucking scene where they land on the moon and put the American flag and put all 3 of our faces on there. And I actually had to pay the guy extra because that wasn't in the original script at all. That was not in the original story. I go, that's gotta be the American flag's gotta be there. You know, because you guys know the Armstrong's flag, but we're the one to save the fucking planet, not Armstrong. So our faces had to be on that flag. And so
I love it.
Yeah, that flag's very cool.
Donnie Cho, Samurai Chatter feels a little disrespectful to Asian languages. I definitely I feel that, so I will not use that term anymore. But of course, whenever I used it, I was just using those deep growls and weird sounds that they make, you know. But I will definitely find a better description going forward.
And we did talk about it's not going to be the next episode. I'll tell you guys that now. But there is talks about going to Japan and China in one of them. You know,
battling dragons,
and finding some dragons and some ninjas.
Yes.
You know, that's coming down. So there's a lot of stuff. We want to represent the whole world. That's why we called it not for all mankind. Fuck, just be all man, and not just all people kind. All world kind means all universe kind. Everybody. You know, we want the UFOs to come. We're friends with Bigfoots. We want to be friends with everything, not just the people we say we're supposed to be friends with. We want to be friends with everybody. So ET, come on down. Actually, people, tomorrow night, I'm actually going to go watch ET on the big screen. They're actually playing because ET, I feel so fucking old because I didn't know it was a 40 years anniversary of
Really?
ET. 40 years anniversary because ET's playing at the theaters tomorrow. I'm looking at it like, and I'm looking at my thing. Oh, it's 40-year anniversary.
Wow.
I'm gonna double
years
check
already.
I'm gonna double check.
Here we
Time
go.
flies. We're all WorldKind. I like that.
Yeah, there's the that flag is so awesome.
It might be the future. We've all seen the movie Idiocracy. You know, it might happen. Anthony's just got to get a little hairier, and we're here.
I love this flag.
Yes.
Get a little hairier? Jesus.
We got to get some shirts made up with the characters. That will be pretty cool.
It says ET Extraterrestrial 40th anniversary. Wow. Damn.
Don't feel like that long, right?
God, so what? This is I'm seeing myself. What year is it this year? It's 2022. So did it come out? Was it 1982 that it came out?
Wow.
When did
I gotta find out.
ET come out? 1982, June 11th. Wow. Wow. Damn, I feel old. Damn. That in the 80s was weird times because the 80s movie theaters did not play. They didn't have like summer movies like they have now, like that comes out every summer. Like we have like 5 or 10 that comes out. Back in the 80s, even though 1982 ET came out, they don't play like Star Wars every summer. They would play some of the what they call big movies because they didn't have enough that came out during that time. So, because I remember seeing the line for ET, and we're going to watch Empire Strikes Back again, even though it came out a summer ago. Because back in that day, movies were only playing on one screen, and they would literally be lines on the outside just to get in. Of course, and they're not assigned seats. I mean, you're lucky if you're able to make it in because there was no buying tickets online. You stand in line because it was on. Nowadays, everything's playing like on 5 screens or 6 screens. If it's
You got chairs shaking, spraying water at you, and mist, and everything else surround. So we didn't have to have a movie.
Like
you wanted action. You threw popcorn at each other.
But when we went to go see Bullet Train, you were like, "Well, what time you want to see it? What time you guys want to see it? It's on every hour."
Or you would leave one movie and sneak into the next one because it was just on as you were coming out.
Well, yeah. Well, dude, we did. Listen. We were poor, so a lot of times my father would drop us off at our grandparents' house up in Clovis, outside of Fresno, and they had this movie theater. We would go there in the morning, buy a ticket, and just jump the movies because
Stay
that was the
there all
only
day. Yeah.
that's the only time we had. We saw like Nightmare on Elm Streets and all that stuff because now they
nobody said nothing back then, man. When you did that, nobody cared.
No, we had drive-ins, and the thing is, people in the 80s, drive-ins, they played rated R at the drive-ins. You could be driving on the road and see nudity back in those days. Now, of course, drive-ins, they probably won't do that, but it was different times.
And all of us guys would time that up, we all knew when we were sleeping over our friends' houses what VHSs they had and what time it was, and when the parents went to bed. Tommy Boy, right when the girl dove into the pool, you pause it at the right time. Hit, like a little bit of a side.
I remember the first VHS player we got. It went up. It didn't go in. It went up. You got to stick it in.
Yep.
Stick it down.
What's up, Jeff?
And then that was during the time of beta. Beta was like Blu-ray versus Red Ray, whatever that was called. It was VHS versus beta. But I remember, I don't know, hey, Rich, I don't know if you remember this. Remember when everybody was trying to record movies illegally?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So back then, if two VHS players, for whatever reason, they have a descrambler on them. But if you had a beta, there is no descrambler on a beta. A beta, you can record whatever movie when you connect to it.
Yep.
These kids today don't know the troubles we went through back then.
I know, right?
My son didn't even know what a payphone was when I asked him. Had no clue.
Got to show him Phone Booth, man. Wasn't that filmed in New York?
Does the
VHS,
UK still have some red ones? The red, do they still have some one there in the UK? Do they still have those famous red?
I would assume for just like aesthetics, maybe. I don't think working.
Hey, Sweet Carolina.
Sweet Caroline.
Research.
Thank you, honey.
Brown Dwarf.
The
man,
dwarf.
so good to see you.
Man.
So good to see you. Crawley. So good to see you. Hey, guys, everybody in the chat, if any one of you guys want to ask anybody a question here, just put it in capitalized letters so we know if there's a question. Ask anybody any question you want. Anything you want to know. Was there a trick in the cartoon? Was there something? Just any question you guys want. Please ask. Rich is ready to ask all your questions.
Yeah, I'm watching.
I love all the movie references.
Hob says, not many red phone boxes left in the UK. Okay.
But they do have them just to take pictures and stuff with, right? I'm almost positive. Because we have like one or two in New York that you can take pictures with, like old school Batman changing style.
Hey, Crawley, identify as far as not kidding. Because we were listening to him outside.
I lost service. I had to run all the way home.
Live from the beach, live from the coast.
Yeah.
I had to sprint my chubby ass all the way back home.
Come on, you can tell me there's not one person in the chat that doesn't have a question.
Not everybody at once.
Well, Eric, what do you think with the numbers last night with having the red carpet show tonight instead of right after it? Did you see a difference? Do you think it's worth it? What do you think? What do you think the schedule will be next time?
Let me see here. There is the cool thing about actually. I just want to double check myself. One of the cool things about YouTube Studio. There's a section. Actually, here, let me share the screen.
That was answering Jeff's question.
Where is it?
Can I get a handful of that, Connor?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You see right here where it says latest video performance.
Yeah.
Sometimes if it does better than your other short videos on that, there's be like a little. I'm serious, like a 4th of July explosion saying this is doing pretty well. So percentage wise. Versus the other one, this has more views faster at the point that it's at the moment.
Good.
Because I don't know, guys. I don't know if it's true or not. But what I've heard is you guys could check this out yourself. I don't know. What I heard is when you put a video out, YouTube is learning and apparently is looking for people that might like it to show them. But what they say what happens is if you do a video right after that video, then YouTube is going to forget about this. Is working on your latest one. Right. So I thought it's worth a shot. There has been thoughts, Connor. I remember when X-Files came out. X-Files was on Sundays, and I loved it on Sunday. But then they moved it to Friday. I didn't like Friday as much as Sunday. I don't know. There's something about Sunday, And in the future, I'm always thinking, what if I drop it and make it Sunday instead of a Wednesday? Could there be more people watching it because people are home, or what? Because the hardest thing is this: East Coast, West Coast time. 8 o'clock for West Coast is perfect, right? West Coast, 8 o'clock. But if you're East Coast,
it's 11
o'clock, and it's a work night. But Sunday technically is a work night for Monday, but a lot of people are already up on Sunday. They'll stay up a little extra late. So, I'm shooting around. Maybe I'm thinking about Sunday because a lot of YouTubers do most of their shows Wednesdays, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah, I'm Wednesday and Sunday.
It's a thought.
It's good. Like especially the time I pick on Sunday, 6 p.m. because then it's 11 o'clock in London and it's 3 o'clock in California. So it's like
solid for everybody.
Everybody's around, but in Australia, they have to stay up. Australia is a tough one to do the time zone.
Lucum says it's 12:44 where he's at.
Where you at, Lucum?
And there's never going to be a perfect time.
Yeah, it's never going to be perfect.
There's never. But it's hard to say. And then the second question is it's a lot easier to record when you have everybody together. We understand why some people have to record them on the outside and send it to you because everybody has busy lives. But if everybody got together more, it's a lot easier to get it done, to get things done faster than have to wait. And it's nobody's fault. Everybody got lives, right? It's hard. It's hard. So when you say, are we gonna have like a lot more people the next one? If you have more people, it makes it more difficult to get something out because the amount of people voices and not everybody can show up at the same time. It's sometimes less is better.
True.
There's been people who've voiced characters that I still haven't, had face to face. They've always just phoned it in, and it's honestly, they've always been above par, or below par, golf speaking wise. But it's amazing. Like BigWilly, Mitch was with us for some of the parts, but he usually sends you like 5 takes of each line. And then you get to dissect it and pick the best one, and that's really cool.
I agree with Sweet Caroline, man. YouTube really has to do a better job given the channels with under 100, under let's say 50,000 subscribers, pushing your stuff out there a little bit more. The guys with the 50,000 subscribers and up, they don't need to be pushed out there. They're set. It's the smaller channels that need the help, getting recognized. Those guys are good to go. They have their fan base and they keep building,
1,000,000%. I see Donnie Cho has a pretty good question. He said, Connor, why don't you have your own live show? It'd be huge. And it's actually coming soon. Now that Anthony sent me a new microphone, Eric has been giving me a little bit of tutor lessons on StreamYard. I know I'm going to link up with Matt, and he's going to teach me the ins and outs. But I'm going to go old school, too. I'm not going to have many pull-ups and animation. It's just going to be an hour to 2 hours filled with information. We're going to treat it like it's a radio show because I'm going to be taking the audio and hopefully putting it on other platforms as well.
You can do a radio show, Connor.
That's definitely the plan. You know, I've been at this blog talk radio stuff since like 2010 doing MMA shows.
Like the Fringe AM or something like that. You could
it's definitely coming. I just not going to jump into the first deal, that comes just because YouTube. I could just put it on my YouTube for now, and that will be enough. But definitely big plans for sure, and I definitely appreciate the support. And Donnie, yes, you will definitely be a guest. I have a lot of cool plethora of branches in this paranormal world. I feel like I'm an unofficial booker for a lot of the shows we're fans of. I'm always like sending people that way. So
you hooked me up with some great people, brother. I owe you Bigfoot, man.
Hey man, I appreciate you being
agent.
so open-minded and welcoming too. And then you are your own pillar in this community. So I'm proud to even send people your way. Like I'm so happy about you and Mitch, becoming friends, and just Mitch, joining into all
Great guy,
this,
man.
and Rich as well. So it's so cool, and like that all those people get opened up to the Donnie Cho's, the Crowleys, the Flocks, the people all over the world. So it's a really cool experience. But
really
yes,
is.
my show is definitely coming soon. But yeah, me and Eric just been really steady, busy, killing it. We've been even debating on doing the simulcast, with like the paranormal show. But from the people that have been doing the simulcast, what I've observed is, people like to be with other people. So one group, one channel gets the big bulk, and then the other has like the stragglers. And I feel bad for the stragglers because they want to be part of the show too with everybody else. So simulcast, it's cool, but it kind of is divisive in a way.
Yeah.
So I get, we haven't done that. But soon enough, my show's coming, and maybe Eric will let me host some Paranormal Highway over on my channel. Just to,
I was just gonna say that.
Some of those
white people that are hooked up in teams, right? Like, host and co-host, and each one of them have their own show. Why don't they ever go back and forth? One episode's on your show, one episode's on my show, and you build each other's channel like that.
That's
It's
better.
a great
Anthony.
idea.
That's better, because if you're trying to get the YouTube rhythm, and when you do a simo, you got two same videos going two different, and you made it weaker.
Right.
Because YouTube is looking
forth
for
on each other's channels. You blow it up.
YouTube is looking for what's popular.
Right.
So if you're splitting up a crowd, you made it weaker for YouTube to say, "Hey, this one is picking up some steam. I'm going to bring it over to this group of people."
That's right.
That's true.
It's true. It's because I did that before, Connor. We did it a couple of times when I think we had the guest, we had a director on, Hoodman, and we put it on Horror Talk. But it's not the same. It's not, you can always put it later on the other channel once it makes its run.
Hopefully when I'm 50,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, a bunch of new people, when we're in the 1%, everybody here is in the 1%, and it's all new people. Then we're gonna drop old Paranormal Highway videos like it's nothing, because
that'll be next week for you.
We'll have that next week. Hopefully, I'm just trying to just get better and improve myself, and hopefully you guys will be paving the way for me. But yeah, man, just spreading our wings and flying. And Pine Island has a really cool idea. You say I should stream a show from the comic book store and interview people off the street and see who comes in. And I'm
absolutely. Would they let
I'm
you do that?
definitely down for that. I actually have another TikTok account that I show like our memorabilia and collections from there. So I'm definitely starting to incorporate the show into that. And I've done cursed video games and stuff like that. And I like the idea of the streaming, maybe 24/7. Just do it from the show or from the store. But man, some of the people, Anthony and Eric hear the audio of some people, yesterday, and you hear cuss words, you hear screaming, you hear people off the street.
It happens. It's in real time, man.
Yeah, it's definitely a good time. It's a lounge, man. And yesterday we actually had a little stream, or like a screening of Mitch's new movie, Choose the Right. Him and Jack, the Void Cat director, met up at the shop with Miranda, who is Jack's better half, and she's also a producer of his Bridges Bigfoot documentary. I always love saying that because, you know, she's just a girlfriend that helped out with the movie. But I'm like, dude, she's a producer of the Bigfoot doc, you know? She's part of this community too. But yeah, we closed down the shop and turned off the lights, and it was really cool. We showed each other our movies and had big plans. So it was just really cool to, you know, host something small like that. But it's definitely big plans for the future. And while we're at it,
cool, man, coming to from the store land like that would be dope.
For sure, man, for
Definitely.
sure. And I just want to shout out Mitch because he was in the video, of course. He just got a lead role in a feature film for a horror movie being filmed in Tallahassee. So I'm super excited for him. I'm just really pumped to see where that goes. But, you know, for him to be part of our cartoon is very cool. And we all bring our own dynamic energy. And we've all, you know, done a lot of things in this world and have crazy knowledge. And for our energy to mingle and mesh so well is truly, you know, it's destined. And it's I feel like it's been planned out from lifetimes ago, but we had to walk the walk.
Feels like that.
We had to meet each other. We had to have that charisma and that connection, show our vulnerabilities. And like Rich Sharp, man, he's not used to being live and out of
Not at all.
Anthony Barry. But man, you're just another Four Musketeer, you know, and then you're the Three Stooges, you know, so it's
I
very
say it
cool,
all
man.
the time, Connor. The best thing that ever happened to me was getting hooked up with you and Eric, man. I swear to God. Best thing ever happened.
Dude, I definitely appreciate that. You're a brother of mine.
Best bunch of guys.
Mitch is coming that person. Because Mitch Cole was working on Voices for Me at the same time while he was working on your project in the morning. I mean, he was working on mine and yours.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He was working on both. I mean, it's like, dude, and we just met him, what?
He has a
like
great
2 weeks
voice.
ago, Connor? Was it 2 weeks ago? And here he is in the middle of a cartoon, in the middle of the second one, and now he's doing projects on top of his own projects.
Well, the more he does, the more he'll get recognized way more, you know, doing things like that. So
we're gonna have to squeeze in as many episodes as we can before he gets to feature film, because once he does, you know, spoiler, we gonna have to kill him because he gonna 12-hour days on set. Isn't that crazy? But I hear that, I'm like, that's a dream, man. Making movies for 12 hours a day, getting
Long
paid
day.
to do it. Man, I will go get lunch. I'll hold the boomstick. I'll hold the broomstick. I'll do it all. I don't care.
But Connor, isn't the documentary you're gonna be in, Matt's documentary, isn't it coming out on the 12th?
That comes out tomorrow. Yes,
Tomorrow,
I'm super
12th,
excited
yeah.
about that. Yeah, that comes out tomorrow, 6 o'clock my
You know what
time.
it's premiering on?
It premieres
I'm
on.
gonna find the link right now. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, Supernatural Spectrum. I think it's going to be like 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. It's about an hour long. It's called Panhandle Monsters, and it's so dope.
There it is.
Me, Donnie Miller, and Mitchell Cole are the three stars of it, and then Matt is the narrator and pretty much the glue that brings it all together. And this is a prequel to his big documentary, For Fear to
I'm
Understand.
putting in the chat right now. Putting in the chat so you guys can click the bell. I'm like, this is like coming out like tomorrow. Wow, tomorrow. That's awesome.
Matt had an awesome show tonight with Doug Highcheck. They covered a lot of information. And Doug,
That's my boy, Doug.
Yeah, Doug has signed off on some of the evidence that Matt has sent forward. So it's really cool to just be a part of some certified
Great
stuff.
guy, man.
But yeah, the forest comes alive here in the Panhandle, and it talks about Dogman, UFO encounters, of course, the Skunk Ape, Cabbage Man, Rod Bender. Mitch comes in, talks about the Goat Man.
Yeah, he's in it too. I read it right there. Mitch Cole for being part of the awesome project. So Mitch Cole's in this one too. Damn.
Yeah, man. It was really cool because I went over to his house. He got this new cinema camera, and the first time he ever shot was that scene.
Nightmare just went over there and put something in the thing saying Bigfoot and Anon sent me over here. Look at that as we speak.
Very cool. Nightmare. Love him.
But you gotta love that. You gotta love that. Someone who actually did it, who actually listened and click over. That's awesome.
What's really trippy about Nightmare is I'll be on some random YouTube channel, like down the rabbit hole, and it's like alive, and I'm like, hey, you know, it's all new people, and I'm maybe just trying to spread the word about Bigfoot Anon, and I see Nightmare in there, and I like blush a little bit. I'm like, oh, I thought I was alone in here, you know. I'm like, oh, what's up, fam? So it's really trippy when you see like your friends in some far out YouTube channels. You know, it's like, man, I didn't know you were into this stuff too. That's cool.
No, I want to ask you like what's going to be in it, but like I gotta save it. You gotta save it.
Yeah, I'm just super excited about the documentary though. Panhandle Monsters. He's getting an IMDb page. Hopefully, there's gonna be festivals that aren't too strict about like it being released already or it being on YouTube. And I'm gonna help him try to find some because I know there's monster theme and like Halloween themed, you know, documentary festivals that we can just send to and hopefully get some ribbons and some banners on that.
You can submit these cartoons as shorts in festivals too.
1,000,000%. 1,000,000%.
Hold this up on Vimeo too.
Eric, that's definitely a good idea.
Pine Island Research to Connor. If you interview people off the street, Connor, they each tell everyone they know, and it's a continuous flood of new subs. True. Good. Yeah. I mean,
it's definitely the plan.
So. You would think so. It's
what I do at the shop now. I'm like, I have a bunch of business cards, like handmade business cards that I give out, but I also have a marker, you know, and I'll write it on people's arm because Bigfoot Anon, and I'll write it on their dollar bills too. And because you know, then people, you don't even have to show it to people. People are already asking, like, dude, what's in your arm?
Like Anthony, but put your YouTube channel link in the sticker so they can say, you know.
My flock just gave me a dynamite idea the other day, right? She said put the not the barcode, the QR
code
on the stickers, so they could just scan the sticker with your phone and go right to your channel from there.
I've seen a lot of YouTubers do that on business cards now. They
what
put
a great idea.
Code. It's like the new
I definitely
thing.
think that's 98% a good idea, but 2% what would probably happen to me. You know, the code would go bad, and you'd have a bunch of stickers. People would scan it. They'd be like, "Mother effer, it takes me to," you know. So I'm old school. I'm honestly about to find a bunch of pieces of plywood and just do Bigfoot Anon YouTube and set them up on the highway and like different.
I do that now. I've done that. I've got banners all over Staten Island.
Really? Like wooden banners or like the
big
president ones?
Nylon banners, you know, that the wind can blow through and everything.
Oh, wow.
Up on the Korean War Expressway, I got one that's like 20 feet long, unidentified S4.
I wonder what the stats are per month. You've got to get at least 25 subscribers.
Two of my friends own a gas station, and I got the flags hanging up, you know, unidentified S4, like actual flags that hang up there, like the banners.
Yeah.
I did all of that. It works. It helps.
Yep, gets the word out there. I remember someone said, "You're an actual channel to you."
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I tell you what, hey people, it's 9:00. I'm gonna play the very first episode 1 right now. Then maybe for the last hour, like next 30 minutes, I'll play the second one and the third one because it's fun now to see a little bit of work and just seeing how it just changes where it went from. So let me share the screen for it. I think it'd be neat. It is fun to go back and look like. Now you go back, like, oh man, I should have done that. I know how to do that now. But let me see here.
Director's cut.
Well, you know what? I am going to put all 3 together, but not this week, but maybe next week. And there is a couple of things I want to add some voices in, and do, like you said, do a little remix, a little bit, just so it'd be a little bit different. The same,
yeah.
I mean, maybe add a scene or add a voice or something, just you know, try to make things
like that
make it line up a little more. Because otherwise, you're saying the same thing. You're just singing it all together. But this is the first one, and this one's only 3 minutes and 16 seconds.
Where it all began.
Came a long way. Started at my house. Hey, sorry I'm late, man. The Bigfoot casts were taking forever to dry out.
Oh, no problem, dude. I know there's a shortcut on a Paranormal Highway road.
Oh, awesome. I have so much to talk about.
Oh, I bet you do.
Eric, there's this gator that has 2 toes. He's 24 feet long. His name is Tom. He's a
Dude, shut up. There's Bigfoot out there. Let's go talk to him, man. Come on, let's go.
Take it slow, man. Be easy.
Hey, we want you for the show. We want to show people you exist.
Hey, we have jerky too.
We have jerky too.
So, Barry, what brings you out of the woods? Where are you from, man?
Comes from Boggy Creek.
Oh, man, you're far from there, dude.
Oh, it was a unicorn out there. I'm not even kidding. Holy crap, there's a unicorn in front of me. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Oh,
Whew, that was close.
they say the horn brings good luck. Magical powers. Hey, Barry, you were right about that unicorn. Know anything else about the mythical woods?
Yeah, man, that's Medusa. Do not look in her eyes. She will turn you to stone.
Eric, be careful.
Hey, Medusa, we're doing a live show on the Paranormal Highway Show. I want to show the world that you exist. How about it?
Oh, man, what's this happening?
Whoa!
Hey guys, I love the show, man. I want you guys to hang out. In fact, I want to play you guys on my planet.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to check out your planet. You got girls there?
Hey guys, you're gonna have a great time on my planet. We're gonna blow some things up.
What's there to do? What's there to drink?
Lots of smoke, lots of drinks. Don't worry about that.
What's that right by? What's in front of us? Are those meteorites? Oh, no!
Don't worry about this. He's got this.
Take cover!
I'm just worried about that bad. You guys are just freaking out for no reason. No worries, man. No worries.
No!
Easy. This is not a problem, man. This happens every day. Hey guys, I'm happy you're here. I want you to introduce you to this guy. His name is Orko. He's going to be the one torturing you while you're here. Oh, by the way, we have another mission.
Man, it seems so long ago now in a lot of weird ways, you know? Doesn't it? I mean, it just seems like, oh, sorry. It just seems weird now that it feels long ago.
It does, man. Many lifetimes ago. But like I said, I feel like we've matured so much. Like our characters and just as cartoonists or voice actors too. Like I just watching that, I'm like, oh, we could have squeezed in a couple more, and we would now just naturally, we would have already like made that pitch. So I'm so excited to go back. I already know there's going to be a little bit more Barry in that first one. I know we can squeeze in a couple more screaming lines.
I also didn't realize at the time, the first one, that my program actually has reduced backing noise, which you might not tell a huge difference, but there is a slight difference because every voice that I put on this last one all goes through reduced background by 100%. What that does is just takes away any small sounds, you know, like hits. And I didn't do that on the first one. You know, I didn't know I could really do that. So
You
it's
get
already
better,
an easy
you get better as you go, man. You know,
you do.
You learn as you go. You get a lot better as you go. It's a process.
And again, I'm not trying to do a selfish plug or anything, but if you guys do want to tribute to the show, PayPal is the number one for me. Is just because PayPal is the direct account that helps me pay the creator to do the graphics and stuff like that. And every donation helps to get these made, because each time you make a next one, it always goes up a little bit in price, just because the people you work with, you know, they know, like, they got you in a way, like they know what you like and they kind of know that flavor, and they'll add, well, to do that, I'm going to need an extra 10 or 50. It's business. It is business, and I get it. But if you guys do want to donate to the channel, please do, and it helps to get these made. You know, like It's and funny thing is when I was working on 3 on Sunday, I was actually talking as I was telling Connor at the same time I was talking with my graphic guy on episode 4. It's like I'm working on this, but I'm also working on the next one. It never ends.
It is pretty impressive, man. It's cool that you come up with the story, you pitch it to him, then it comes back, and then we got to put words to it. Then we got to ad lib on top of that and record it. Then you have to edit it. It's a huge process,
Yeah.
and we all play a small part. But the fact that you bring it all together is definitely special, man. And kudos to you.
No, everybody has cool parts to do, and now somebody in the crowd, now people in the chat, you got to understand that I can't sit with 5-6 people to come up with a story because everybody will have a different story. It's easier to just, I want to have a story. I got it in my head. I'll get it out. And then it worked very well the last 2 episodes where I just got with Connor the night before. Because the first one, we actually just got everybody together. No scripts, no nothing. And we just try to solve. But by having a script already made, an idea, it kind of makes it a little easier. And then we can add more stuff in that way. So we learn a lot, it's
And everyone will have its own hurdles and weird projects. Like this one, how we had to have alien voices and edited. And then one of our actors, he moved on and we had to replace him. So, a lot of crazy stuff. But, move forward. Some people would have no idea. And I'm sure Rich gets a good laugh out of it, too, because he was, a fan of the first 2 and then got to be a part of this one. It got to be behind the scenes and, see some of the magic and then see some of the nitty grittiness. I remember one time it was like we were getting so discombobulated and Eric was like, Anthony, you can voice this. And I was like, no, we don't need extra voices. We just need the right order. And, I was like, I even had to say please a few times after because I felt like I was being too demanding, and if we're ever, telling each other, you should do this, you should do that. It's never like we're telling each other. It's like we're kids in the sandbox. Like, hey, throw that rock,
It's building a system.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's really building a system. And sometimes we know how we each other are. What I mean by that is I think in the third one at the end, we're driving in that car with me and Connor were doing the script. What is Connor going to say here about when I say, are people going to believe the world? And you say something totally opposite. I go, Connor, but that's not you. You're more positive. You believe the good and people are going to believe it. And you change it for that. That's what I mean. We feed off and there's no insults, no nothing like, no, I
That's
think
it. We feed off each other. That's exactly right.
It's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah. And Rich, when you first, before you jumped on with us to record behind the scenes, I mean, did you have an idea what you're going to be jumping into on StreamYard? Like, how did they record all of us on StreamYard? Was that a trip for you?
I had no idea. And like I said, I practiced my line, and I've never been on StreamYard till Sunday. I mean, it's only my second time on. I didn't know how to mute my microphone. Like when you guys were recording, I was being so quiet. Because I didn't want to make a noise or anything. So yeah, I had no idea what to expect at all. But it's been a blast. That first episode, I watched the premiere and everything, and I think the red carpet was right after the first one.
Yeah.
But I remember watching it. I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then you're like, well, and you can donate and get a line. So as soon as I got home the next day from work, I was like, Steph, you got to check this out. And we watched it. I said, and you know what you can do? You can donate and I can get a line in here. Mm-hmm. And she's like, yeah, you got to do that. So, it all worked out.
And I'm not trying to sell a line on purpose, but I thought, wouldn't it be cool if somebody actually donates a big chunk? They're just not donating. They get to actually have a line. I don't know if that's important to somebody or not, but you know what I mean?
Fun for somebody. It's a lot of fun. It's an experience.
And people in the chat, there's a pretty big role that's going to happen between 4 and 5 at the end of 4 to 5. I'm not going to say what it is. And so there is a main character spot for I know it's $100. I'm sorry, but $100 is your own character. It is a very cool character that's going to deal with the ocean. So anybody wants to be this main villain, not in 4, but the transition from 4 to 5, that one is $100, and I want it to be a female, but it doesn't have to be a female. But I like it. I like having female villains sometimes because female villains they're the most evil ones versus the guys. Don't kill anybody. You think men are evil? We've seen some evil women villains. They don't put up with shit.
I think we're gonna be in comic books in our future. I don't know. What do you guys think? I see comic books in our future.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if some animators are already, taking the screenshots and the stills and turning it into something, man. Because it's special. It has
a great comic book.
A world. Yeah, there could be spin-offs on the comic book, and that'd be something.
Oh, thank you for putting that in there. A producer.
Thanks.
Anybody donates $20, you get in there as a producer credit. Anybody who donates $50, you get a line. 100 gives you like not just a line of a monster being killed out into space. Somebody important, like Rich character. Technically, Rich character is not dead, people. He's still on that moon, so he could come back in the future.
Oh yeah.
I have a American Men in Black, an alien Men in Black. There might be a scene where I get those two guys together.
That would be cool.
That's what I mean. You can do a lot of things.
It'd be like the Spider-Man meme when they both are
I'm just
pointing
saying,
at each other.
I did 3 shows now. Barry could use a girlfriend. I'm just saying,
Hey, you
Yeah.
never know.
I think that's where he's gonna land. He was heroic.
Listen, I am looking for a sponsor of the channel. If a company could sponsor to put in the money in it, I mean, of course, that's the best because there's spin-offs that can be done. I mean, listen, I'm serious. I know it's not Marvel, but listen, you have Mr. Jones and the Lavender alien flying around, pellishing, they're crooks, but they're good crooks. They're good people, but they just like to take things.
I say it all the time, right, Connor? There's a lot of potential with this show, with this cartoon. You don't realize how big of the potential you got there, and we don't curse or anything in the cartoon. So there's so much potential to show with the kids and everything. That market's gigantic, man. If we had potential backer to back us to make multiple series of this, forget where this can go with the right publicity, man.
For sure.
Don't sell yourself short, man.
Finishing this episode was big for my goals too, just because time-wise, now we're at about the 12, 13-minute mark. And that's an episode. Like if you watch Rugrats as a kid, for that half-hour block, it's about 24 minutes of content, 6 minutes of advertising,
right?
And then that was cut in half. So we're at 12 minutes. So we're at that full episode mark. And if we can, space out these 1, 2, 3 on a one cut where maybe you get that pause in between where there is like that breath and maybe the commercial vibe, and it's just a smooth cut. Because Anthony, like your edit was nice, just having it direct, but it was like so direct that like that second part when
Well, I didn't put commercial. I didn't monetize it. That's why there's no commercials.
Not commercials, but like a break, like just a pause, like not a real commercial break, but just like that pause that it's like a breath that it's like now Bob's like, oh, 2 those hours later of probing the humans, but like on the final cut we will have like a breath right there, so it'll be smooth. And I'm just so excited for it to be a full episode. And like this was big. 1, 2, 3, and that Eric has 4 and 5 planned. We're gonna get that 30-minute block. We're gonna get that 24-minute of content, and then Eric can fish it around to Amazon, Vimeo, OnlyFans, wherever people want to buy it, we will put it.
And guys,
I'm telling you, there's a huge
plan
market with the kids on this cartoon. I'm telling you, man.
Well, there is a plan, and what I mean the plan is I already have like 4 or 5 and technically 6 in my head. So anytime a new episode comes on, it's basically it's helping me with the next one. So I just don't put out a story and then have to create a whole new story off the next one. The story of the next one is a continuation off the other one. So it's Connor already knows my idea for the 5th one. And that might be the hardest one to do. He knows why, because it's a totally weird area. And how will that look? I don't want to say, I'm not gonna spoil it, but after you see the 4th one, at the end, you're gonna be able to tell where it's going next.
I can't wait, man. We're covering a lot of ground. We're shouting out a bunch of movies, dropping a bunch of knowledge, touching those Easter eggs of the paranormal world, of cinematic world, of just weirdness. And that's what's awesome. Barry's talking about Patterson and Gimlin. Rich is talking about the Star Wars program. I mentioned Elysium, Interstellar, a bunch of fun movies. And Eric is just bringing it all together.
I do got a question for Anthony. Now, Anthony, is it kind of weird because you talk about everything, but your channel is unidentified as far, so you're known as the UFO guy. Did anybody ever ask you, how come you're not an alien in the cartoon and they made you Bigfoot? Has anybody asked you that?
Yeah, a lot of people ask me that. My 7-year-old asked me that. Why are you not the alien and why are you the Bigfoot? I would have thought Connor would have been Bigfoot, but I love playing Bigfoot. I love Bigfoot, man.
No, you have the voice. I wanted Bigfoot to have the voice, and you got to put where the talent. That's weird. Put the talent is. You got to put the person when you feel to be the best at. It doesn't matter what their show, what they're doing, what's their main thing. I felt that Bigfoot needed a New York voice, and that's why I went after you.
That. I tell you what, my 7-year-old, she watched all the 3 of them now. I don't know how many times, right? So today we're having dinner, and she says to me she wasn't feeling good this morning, so she finally came down, like 2 hours before we had this, right? And she was like watching it in the dining room. And she's like, "What is up with that unicorn?" She says to me, "What's up with that unicorn?" I mean, even she got it. So that was so cool.
See, that was my plan with the unicorn. Wouldn't it be funny every episode the unicorn
I
just
can't believe she said that.
And I wanted. I think when people saw the 3rd one and saw the unicorn with the helmet, I'm like, "What's up with this?" I thought that'd be some cool humor because you guys remember Quentin Tarantino movies. Almost every single Quentin Tarantino movies, he has Apple cigarettes in the movie somewhere. It's his trademark. On every single Quentin Tarantino movie, you watch it, there's Apple cigarettes somewhere. So I don't smoke. So my cigarettes is the unicorn.
That's right.
It's like that trademark that's in there,
Now we eventually going to get to know the whole purpose of this unicorn because I'm dying to know.
There is an end game for the unicorn, but I'm not going to tell anybody when.
No, of course not.
And that, because there is. I give hints to people in the Marvel world. You have what they call the Watchers, and then the Watchers are Watchers, but there is an end game with the Watchers. So this is kind of the same thing, same way. But how's it going to end? Nobody's going to know. Well, maybe I don't know if it's going to happen, but maybe I could get Tom Cruise to reprise his role in the movie Legend onto my cartoon.
That would be dope.
And get that card.
You might have to join the Church of Scientology.
Yeah, right. I'm feeling Jack Black and Tenacious D in the next episode.
Yeah.
Pick a destiny.
You never know unless you try.
Right.
I don't know if you guys know this. I think it's fucking cool. You guys ever seen Tropic Thunder?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You know the character that Tom Cruise plays? He played that crazy director dancing.
Oh right. Yeah.
Yep.
That character is going to be a movie.
Really?
Tom Cruise is going to play that character in a movie.
He's a psychopath.
Yeah, why not? That's having fun. If anybody see Tropic Thunder, you gotta see it because
he's a record producer.
He's a record producer in it, but the way he acts in it is just it's funnier than hell.
And that's official. That's being made into. That's going to be into production.
It's official. They haven't put it in production yet, but it's official that Tom Cruise wants to do it.
Is there a script yet?
I think there's a script, and remember the director of that movie is Ben Stiller. That's a Ben Stiller movie.
Well,
And
he's
Tom
very
Cruise said
talented,
that he
Stiller.
loved working with Ben Stiller. So it's I wonder if they'll bring back Robert Downey Jr. The guy, I can't remember.
Robert
Did
Downey
he
Jr.
try
is a class act, man.
They won't be able to do his character though with
No.
the
Yeah, you're right, huh?
painted on. That'd be pretty funny. Erica, you're not going to see Bodies this weekend?
You know, I just hate that guy, Pete Davis. Every time I see him in that fucking
you and me
movie,
both. He lives on Staten Island.
Yeah, when I see him, he just does not fit in that
Hurts me.
movie. I'm looking at this movie about killing, then there's Pete Davis. I got nothing against the guy. Well, actually, I am pissed off. They fucking gonna make me a Ramones movie, and he's gonna be Joey Ramone.
No, who told you that? Lies.
No, he is gonna be Joey Ramone in the Ramones, and I fucking hate it. I don't know why. I can't tell you guys why, but he bugs the shit out of me.
I didn't think he
know
was
why.
funny when he was on Saturday Night Live, to be honest with you.
Actually, God, I mean, there's nothing else new coming out. I mean, beyond ET 40th anniversary, that's like the only thing that's really
Well, Nope
out this
just came out not too long ago. What a week
Well, we
ago.
already saw that. I saw that 2 weeks ago.
There's a good one on Netflix coming out tomorrow called Day Shift, that Jamie Foxx Snoop Dogg vampire movie.
No
I'm
shit.
so excited. Like
On Netflix?
it's already out for you, Anthony, you know, because you're past midnight.
Oh,
and so
right. Yeah, it's probably.
all I gotta do is change my thing to Eastern time on my computer, and then I get it too on Netflix. But yeah, it's a vampire movie coming out on Netflix.
Let me now, Philosopher 3, you wrote Pete was good in the dirt. Yeah, but he wasn't the main. Huh?
What was the name of it, Connor?
Day Shift.
Day Shift. All right.
The Dirt, he wasn't a main character in The Dirt. He was just the record, or he was just a producer in that movie Dirt. So he wasn't. He didn't have to be in the movie or not. So yeah, Dirt. I get away with him in Dirt. 'Cause I like the movie The Dirt, but I just don't like him as a main star in a movie. And I don't think he's the main star of the Body. So if I see it, I know he's just a side. He's not the main.
I think he's gonna get killed off pretty early. He'll probably get killed right at the beginning.
But if you guys haven't seen Nope, that's the original movie, guys. That is the original movie. Nope is the original story, and it's. I knew what everybody was thinking it was going to be in the trailers. I knew it wasn't going to be about that because it was too obvious. But what they did in it, it's kind of cool because it's like almost. Let's just say this. I'll just say this. It's like a brand new cryptid that that was brought to you in Nope, and that was kind of cool that you're seeing a brand new cryptid.
It could have been done better.
When you get a chance to watch it a second time, though, it is even better just because there's so much foreshadowing and you like see so much just happen. It's really cool.
I'm going to. Connor's right about that. When I first said, when I saw, I told people, I don't know what I think about it yet. I kind of have to see it a second time because I don't know yet. It's one of those movies that you gotta sit on it for days and kind of watch it again to really say this is something I can watch over and over again.
And I like Jordan Peele too. I liked him from when he was in Kick-Ass. He played the villain in Kick-Ass.
Really?
You never seen Jordan Peele in Kick-Ass?
Well, I saw Kick-Ass, but I see so much that I don't remember that.
Sidekick, Red Mist.
Oh wow!
He's one of his main group of 4.
I love him on like Key and Peele, of course, too. So that's crazy. I'll have to rewatch Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
And if you see Bullet Train, Aaron Taylor Johnson is the one who, of course, plays Kick-Ass. He's the badass guy in Bullet Train with the long hair.
I liked Bullet Train.
Bullet Train was rad, man.
I mean, literally, this is how I said it. It's like Ocean 11 and Die Hard put together in a way, just because how Brad Pitt character was, where Die Hard was like, oh, he's going for a fucking ride. He's just there, not expecting this, and this is happening. And Ocean 11's, a Bullet Train was like that. He was expecting a simple thing, and then all this is happening. But his character is a lot like Ocean 11, where he's just like a chill kind of a dude. Is like, dude, I don't even know you, you know? And he's like, what's going on here? That was fun. That was fun. That was sometimes I like those where you don't give a fuck about the world type of deal. You're just going in there because you know half that shit's fake. It can never happen in real life. Or the guy jumps, or the guy's hanging on a bullet train going that fast. Yeah, there's no way he can hang on to it. And he was breaking the glass. Like, come on.
I was wondering why he broke the glass. Couldn't he have just waited till the next stop and then just like hop around? But I thought it was funny, like how it's 1 minute stops. I knew that was going to play into really big humor, you know, because Brad Pitt's character just like waiting till the last second to make a move. Like that shit was so funny.
And there's a lot of big actors from a lot of little, not big, but there's a lot of actors in it. Like the woman worker who's delivering drinks. She's from The Boys. She's that woman actor from The Boys. She was that person serving drinks. Like, and for a while, like, oh, she's gonna be that person. She's so nice and sweet, but then then you find out who it is, and like, oh, okay. I don't want to spoil it because there's a lot of things you can spoil in that movie.
Yeah, I did a good review on it, talking about how there's like twists and turns on the straight path of the bullet train. You know, like poetic, but that's the point.
It's 9:28, guys. So I'm gonna put on episode 2 to see how far these characters come from the first one.
I gotta dip out, Mo. I got all my gear outside still.
See you soon.
All right, man. Thanks for having me, guys.
Enjoy the meteor shower.
Yeah, I'm hoping it should be very active right now. I'll see you later.
It'll definitely be active the next 2 nights, you know.
Good night.
Peace.
Here is 2. Now, again, when we did this, we knew it wasn't going to show us to get probed. So we had to make sure in this that we said that we were probed. So you were probed, but not seeing it. Kind of like Jaws in a way where you knew there's a shark, but you never saw the shark. Because you guys ever watched behind the documentary on Making the Jaws? It's a fucking amazing story. But here we go.
After 1 hour probing those humans, it takes a lot out of me. So I need to take a shotgun deuce. Oh, damn, there's my bookie.
We've come to eat you for dinner.
I need to go off you monster. Wow.
Smells like crap.
It's better than slugs.
Now that we're done probing, let's explore the planet.
Actually kind of felt good. Hey, let's go find something for the show.
Maybe I can find a name.
Oh, hey, that's the ship we came in on. Look, it's flying towards us.
Hey, it's that ugly green alien. Hey, are you here to take us home?
Who you calling ugly? Hey, they stole my brother. I'll do anything to get them back.
Well, you need to come on our show then.
No problem. I'll do your show.
For my help, I want a girl like Patty over there.
Are you guys ready to go or what?
No way. I'm not risking my life for you guys after you tortured us.
Medusa got stoned. How ironic.
I've got special abilities. She was just going to slow us down anyway.
Hey, you think we could stop by Bluff Creek?
Nice new color, Barry.
You too, dude.
He's close, I would smell it.
Hey, who's this guy?
Excuse me, gentlemen. You haven't happened to see 3 men walking around hunting a dinosaur, have you?
Well, we'll help you find them, but then you're gonna have to help us.
Hey, do you know Patterson Giblin?
Yeah, I know the California boys.
Hey, guys, shut up. It's that unicorn again.
The unicorn horn will grant your deepest desires.
What? Did you say dinosaur or dragon?
supposedly a Tyrannosaurus Rex, but I think these guys were dropped on their heads as children.
Those are my type of people.
Sonny, have you found any dinosaurs yet?
Nope, not yet. Boys, this is their hunting ground.
Are you sure that dinosaurs still exist?
Yeah, we'll prove it. Oh, we've been tracking them. We know they are related to the reptilian race.
Oh, good luck on your hunt over there.
Oh no! There is a dinosaur!
So, should we help them, or?
No, they're prepared. We need to save the alien instead.
Fair enough. Let's go save the alien.
You're mine in the next life.
Do you want him well done?
Guys, use my glasses. They're fully charged.
Well, let's rock and roll then.
It's chow time!
Got him.
Yeah, man.
He's wide open, zap him. Yeah, buddy.
Hey, thanks, ladies, for saving my life. Have some of my stolen goods.
What's this? Right. I'm the Viking Oger here to collect me bounty for the Lavender alien.
It's always a pleasure teaming up with you, helping pay off all the debts you owe across the galaxy.
Not again.
We've covered a lot of ground. Eric, you're still muted.
I want to make sure there wasn't a double mic when I was playing it.
Yeah,
the
smart.
idea was, okay, we got to get back to Earth, and and I wanted to add the wormholes. Let's have a wormhole, and I want to see what it looks like inside of a wormhole in a way. So that's why, the third one we didn't need to do wormholes and stuff because we already done that. So the idea, what does a wormhole kind of look like? And I don't know why I was sitting there thinking, God, it'd be so cool. Go through a wormhole, and bam, shirt change, Bigfoot color change. Why? Why not? I know. It was like, I think it'd be kind of like a cool little a comedy kind of a deal. And when I was thinking about how Medusa in the beginning, my idea was Medusa was going to turn the green alien to stone. For like you're torturing us and now you want us to help you. But then I was thinking, yeah, but wouldn't it be funny if it was reversed? The green alien turns her into stone, and then when Connor made that line, it's like, oh, I made the right decision. No?
Yeah, that's definitely one of the best lines.
And then it's like, wouldn't it be funny in the jungle to have three guys just show up and they're hunting a dinosaur of all things, not hunting Bigfoot, not hunting UFOs, something like, what? A dinosaur? Yeah, and have a dinosaur like swallow one of them.
And Spooky says, they're related to the reptilian, right?
Yeah.
It definitely gets deep too with that, and even we definitely saw some windows of opportunity right there that we could give them a couple more lines in episode 2. So I'm super excited for that.
Oh yeah. Because if I'm gonna merge them all together, I might ask like one of them, hey, I'm gonna revoice this with you, make everything more match. Like you said, Chad, he could actually have a bigger line. But see, that's one of the not it's not an issue, but when we can't get everybody together at the same time, and if you're not sitting together watching the cartoon, reading the seconds, you kind of don't know how much time you have. You can say an extra 2-3 seconds, and that's a difference. Right. It's weird to think about that, right? 2 seconds, you can do a lot in 2 seconds.
I think Anthony has gotten so much more confident with his voice acting, but his biggest thing is he's always present. He's there with us. And of course, you and I are like writing it, and so is he, but he's always there with us. So that way he's able to adapt and work off of each other. So that's what works. Just being present definitely makes everything easier. But all the people that have phoned in, they've sounded great too. You've made it, cohesive that I'm sure some people don't even know, who's with who and, who mailed in their P.O. box audio.
Now, here's a question for this guy. Now, you're saying that the cartoon is brutal, like you don't like it, because then you wrote "Don't mess with the Paranormal Highway." So, are you saying that you already made it? You shouldn't make any changes. Is that you're saying? Because there's two ways to look at that. The original cuts, they're out. Is it cool? I think it's kind of fun to have another vision of it with 3 because you already have the originals. If you're going to put all 3 together, or you just don't like them. I mean, I don't know. It's like he's saying 2 different things. The cartoon's brutal. In one way, you're thinking, I don't like it. Okay, that's fine. But then you wrote, but you don't mess with the Paranormal Highway. So
Yeah,
classify what you mean by that.
I love it. You should put that as the quote on the cover, like how most movie covers, they have like a quote from a critic. You could say, this animation cartoon's brutal. Don't mess with the Paranormal Highway. People be like, what the hell? I got to watch it for myself.
There is one thing I would like, not change. It's not a dramatic change at all. At the time, we're on Route 66. That's the road that we're on. Now, I had a road sign created for me. It says Paranormal Highway on it. I would love to replace the Route 66 and put the highway sign on there. But I mean, I don't know if how. I know the original person who did it for me can, but of course I would have to pay. I would,
yeah, maybe just work it into the plot. If you had to pay, just work it into the plot. A farther episode when we conquer, something. Maybe we can flip the road signs or something. So beat the animator at his own game. Don't give him more money. Just work it into the plot and what you're already paying for. Fill up that soda cup a couple extra times.
Can you do this with your fingers panel?
Yeah, I already tried.
Oh, the Spock thing?
Yeah. I have metal in my finger.
Like that?
There you go. Rich can do it easily. He's an alien. What do you expect?
Yeah.
He's the Men in Black, with the alien in black, and a fit hat. Man, that top hat was cool.
He was a very cool character.
He was. Yeah, Eric showed me an early edit of it, and I didn't care for the audio, and I told him, I said, "Hey, we got to do something different," and he struck gold with it, man. It definitely. You can tell it's you when you know you, and you can hear your voice. But it has the alien feel to it, and it's unique. It's weird. It's computery. It's perfect blend of everything.
Yeah, it's you got to try different voices, different pitches, different that. Just because I didn't want every alien to sound just like a regular human. Just it doesn't have to sound like alien, because you got to understand what the person's saying. But now, of course, Jamie and them, when they're talking to each other, that could be pure alien, because they're dying. They're going out the window. They're not tributing a conversation. But like you said with Rich, you have to understand him. And the first pitch I was trying, it was a little bit too high to a point where he sounded like a munchkin. I know, Rich, you didn't see it, but munchkin. So it took away a little bit of your story you're saying. So I tried the second pitch where you do sound a little different, but you could understand your story you're telling. And sometimes it takes the 5th, 6th watch, like when we're putting in the voices, and then you put in the sound effects. There's a difference. When you just have the voice and no sound effects, you're like, okay, that sounds good. But then when you add in the sound effects, oh man, that don't sound right. It doesn't because the sound effect, it's true. It's true. Wednesday in the morning, I'm like, oh God, those two aliens just did not sound right. That's where I got Jamie just to give me an experiment. Just send me something. That sounded right.
Orko ended up saving the day for us, and I like how his audio kind of is a little bit different than his audio in the past, but it gets to the point, you know. But yeah, he saves the day. He gets thrown out the window, and he's flying, and turns the graboid into stone. And I don't know if he's dead or alive. If we'll see.
That's the point. You got to leave a cliffhanger, right? You're right. The 80s were known for those adventures and really 80s and 90s, very fast adventures. I mean, Armageddon's and all that, very fast, you know, and everything is always the extreme, especially Michael Bay movies. Everything is like anybody's gonna die anytime soon. But that is the idea is to have that you don't know what could go wrong. But the idea was we do things. We don't mean to do them, kind of like when we press the wrong button, we're not knowing that we're sending out the two soldiers that's going to stop us from taking a pie.
Yeah.
You know, you got to have that accident thing in it, you know, like, oh shit. Because we didn't know there was two aliens there. They're flying out in the space. By the
it's like
time
Tucker and Dale.
Does anybody,
yeah, I love that.
Anybody got questions? Shoot away. Let's see here. I can't do it both hands. Oh, but only because I'm the 80s kid.
Anybody send any donations over to your PayPal or anything?
No, only you.
Dang.
You're the only one.
I tried to jumpstart it, you know, get it going, but oh well.
Yeah, I'll check. And here, let me double check. Let me see. Actually, here, guys, if anybody wants to help tribute, you know, there's an account. And listen, every cent does help. And trust me, everything goes back into it because I feel like it is a fun entertainment for people. I mean, listen, I hear people bitch all the time that networks own this, networks and all that. Well, here we are. We're not a network. We're giving you something. You know, let me see here. Let me double check. And I like the I like the number set up with you, Connor. I like the exact same number. It's like the meaning. Yeah, you did your donations with the meaning.
Yep,
like
synchronicity. I try to manifest.
Chris Harley was in the cartoon. That's why
I'm the walking legend.
Here, I'm gonna find Walking Legend's famous scene. Let me get it. Let me get his scene. Hold on. I gotta.
He honestly is one of the most important characters because he takes down the Viking Oger.
Now, hold on a second. There is. Let me get his scene. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got it. Let me share the screen. This is the Walking Legend scene. Let me get it up. There we go. Okay. And then, all right, this is the Walking Legend. This is Chris Hurley. This is, listen to his famous line. Here we go.
Rambo.
Hey, I got a deal for you.
What's the dealio?
What's the dealio?
I love that. We recorded that in my comic book store. And Chris, you know, he's the Walking Legend. He's in a bunch of my videos. He's a huge fan of Horror Talk, Gypsy Road, Paranormal Highway, the whole trifecta. He's definitely family, man. And for him to be a part of it, it's definitely another honor. And he knows so much about movies and scary stories that it's a whole nother Mount Rushmore added into our Everlanding universe.
Yep, and I added 2 of their clips.
Hey, I got a deal for you.
What's the dealio?
And I added 2 of the clips because when he said what's the dealio? The red alien mouth was still moving, so I took your other clip with the dealio and just kind of put it together to make it a little longer with the mouth.
Yeah, I love that. It definitely sounds alien-like, and that creature design is so cool because right there is 2 aliens, man. That's 2 aliens to a human being, and one's a Cyclops Elmo monster, and then the other one's a purple and gambling addict, and then you have Rich's character, who's a green, alien. Then you got the Viking Oger, who's an alien. It's so cool. Then you got the graboid aliens. There's such a variety, man.
And I want to tell somebody about this part for a second.
Now I'm going to be the ultimate supreme being across all the galaxy.
Okay, why did I show you guys that? When BigWilly recorded the saying, he actually said the words first and put his laugh after it. And when I was looking at the cartoon, I'm like, his mouth is moving, but he's laughing. What if I put the laugh before it? And I did it, and like, oh wow, that works. Watch, it does. I know it's a little things. I know it's weird, people, but hold on. Let me go back. But technically, his laugh was after his line.
You cleaned up the laptop audio very well too.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to be the ultimate supreme being across all the galaxy.
And there was another not a mistake, a missed opportunity. There was a missed opportunity because there was an opportunity to get another line for BigWilly right here, but he's busy. He got his own show, so he had another laugh. I decided to cut that laugh and put it there. But if I could go back, I wish I added another line for BigWilly to say something right here. Because watch what I'm talking about. Now you guys hear that? I could, if I had him in person, if I would have known, I should have had one more line. Blast away, mothers, or something, just something. But but I had his laugh. I put it there. It worked. And I know you guys can't really tell, but the idea, I wish that scene was a tiny bit longer so you hear the blast louder, because a lot of people might hear that laser blast, but thinking it's just part of that missile. But but it is what it is. We'll go back a little bit. Here we go again. Because you hear that chung chung. That's actually the shot that took down the ogre.
Yep. So the walking legend killed the Viking Oger. Pretty
Here we
cool.
go. What is he saying? The used word brutal for my generation means that I found tonight's animation to be beyond my expectations in terms of quality and the work into it. You know what, Blue? I'm gonna tell you something, Blue. Chad Smith said I was downplaying the cartoon when the first time I was telling people that I was doing the 2D animation. I go, well, it's only a 2D animation. And then when Chad said, dude, the graphics are better than I thought, you were downplaying it, downplaying it or not, you don't know, it's like I love South Park and I love how the South Park looked, but there's a lot of people out there that don't like 2D animation. They don't.
We're doing the most with it.
I thought it's kind of cool in a different way. We all seen cartoons, but it's just kind of cool to try to force a cartoon story in a 2D animation. That's what I like about it. It's like pushing our own boundaries. Because the guys, this is the honest truth, people in the chat. When I had this idea, I was looking for somebody to create the graphics, and some known people got all turned down. I'm serious. They don't want to do it. Like, we're more for kids ABC language. Because a lot of 2D animation is used for work companies, for business and all that. But I found this new guy. He's like brand new. He's just starting out. I'm like, hey, you think you could do this for me? A new person. And after like the second third one, I go, man, I'm learning a lot doing this for you. and it's cool. It's also trying to find the right person that's willing to take a chance to do something, because most of these people only want to stick with ABC language learning, because that's what 2D animation is mostly used for. Animation and business, drawing. You guys ever work for those companies? You got to watch those stupid safety videos. It's like taking that and try to force it into a story. And I think he's doing it. And I think he's ready. He's like, all right, let me see your next story. Oh shit! I'm serious. I wonder what he thinks. I wish I could get him on this one day. Just like, tell us, what do you think when I'm asking you to do this?
He has to have some kind of knowledge on the paranormal and weirdness, though, because he's generating some of this. I know you're giving him pretty much the blueprint, but he's definitely brought some of this strange stuff to the table.
Well, there's certain characters that I do send them. Well, wanted to kind of look out, but some of the stuff, like, dude, this alien, like the alien that Rich plays. That was a design idea of putting a man in black, Identify S4. They had a logo because Identify S4 Anthony's logo is an alien. I thought that was a good idea, so I gave him that. But I'm saying, but monsters, I let him have the free range of you pick out the monster, and I think they're cool because, like you said, it's like Elmo, like on steroids, and it's different.
Yeah.
When you give somebody a free range, I think they like that because they get letting them be a little creative themselves.
Yeah, and it's less we have to plan and design too, and it's something we could be proud of. Like, I'm so proud of the different monsters in it.
Yeah,
that's something we're battling.
Well, and for every human-like person, like, say I want to design a person to look like us, that's actually, guys, that actually costs more money because he has to draw on paper. Like Viz's character, I try to make it look like him, so that was a little extra versus Rich's character. Even though Rich's character, as the alien, look more awesome in a way because you're an alien in black, but trying to make the person look like that person, you actually got to pay extra because they take your picture, they kind of draw it in, and they have to design a character on their own in it. And what that means is it just takes a little bit more time than finding stuff they already have and they can just put it together.
Like Jones's character, he seems like a pre-made template already. I wonder what other guys this guy has in his arsenal. Like other ones you don't have to pay extra for, but he'll just create, down the line. So like, hopefully, like a ninja, hopefully he can figure that out.
You brought something up pretty cool about Mitchell's Mr. Jones. Now, there was a major change that we actually had to do to Mr. Jones. He was carrying a different kind of a weapon instead of the whip, and we sat, we can't, the way what's going on in this world right now. I didn't want to be sensitive, so I actually had him change. I actually say put it a whip because right now, guns aren't cool, but I had no idea how Mitch was gonna make it his own in a way because I wasn't gonna bring Mitch. I like Mitch. Mr. Jones from the third one, there was no thought process of this character to really go far. He was just a guide. But when you heard Mitch's voice and he really made us like, I got to keep him alive. I got to keep him alive in the third one because we could use him for more. Because he made that, you know what I mean? Connor, you know what I'm talking about. He actually, it's amazing how it's like a match made in heaven in a weird way, even in a cartoon.
He said that he used Keanu Reeves in Toy Story as a big inspiration for his character.
Really?
The motorcycle rider, the stuntman rider that Keanu Reeves plays, that got him the energy that he needed to get to that character. And then this one, he was really good. Like going quiet. He's like, "Hey, little alien over here." I feel like he was his character now. He doesn't need inspiration from anything. He is Jones.
And isn't it amazing? Because actually, in the original story for 3, I was going to kill him off pretty fast.
right away. Yeah, that was the plan. That was the
But when I
plan.
heard his voice, I'm like, oh my god, this is good. I
Yeah,
don't
you,
wanna
you
kill
wrote
him off.
to the animator. You're like, yo, yo, yo.
But you know what? It kind of writes itself. Some like you're saying, like we were writing the script. You said it yourself. Kind of writes itself.
Yeah, we're just filling in the blanks.
We're just filling in the blanks. It's like almost easier as it is. Like, but should I kill Rich character off? Nah. Actually, I was thinking, what do we do with Rich character? Nothing. Just leave him on the moon. You know, technically,
He can always beacon to us.
If I had a dream, yes, guys, we all have dreams. If a company came in and said, "Hey, we want to," I'm not saying buy these cartoons. We want to do these cartoons, but each episode make it into a 20-30 minute. There was a full idea of I wanted originally to have where behind, not behind the scene, but in the past, when Rich was walking with his people on the moon, the ogre came in and destroyed them all, and you had to hide yourself out because you're the last hope to bring somebody in. But you can't do that in a 5-6 minute thing. You have to use your own imagination. But the idea is, if a company came in and said, "Hey, I'll give you guys this," flush it out more. But the idea is, I wanted to have the ogre show him kill all the people on that moon. And you're the only one left, because that's why you needed us, because you need 2 people to press the button, because you can't do it yourself. And then also the idea was 2 people. And I wanted to make it where the buttons, in a way, it had to be by like real hands. It can't be you have a stick at the same time. It had to be a humanoid to press it. But you can't do that in 5-6 minutes. You use your own imagination. But if I was able to flush it out, make it longer, that's the kind of stuff that can be added to it.
Very cool. That's amazing. You thought of all those details. I didn't realize that till you just said it. Having the button so far apart and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah, that's the whole idea. That's why because otherwise, why would you need to go to the moon, right?
Right.
You could just done it yourself. And that's why the character that you're scratching, like, oh, how can I do this? How can I do this? And kind of like I
kind of come along.
Well, I kind of learned, like Steven Spielberg said in Jaws, since they tried to use a real shark and they couldn't, the machine robot kept on breaking. You have to just use your brain knowing that it's there. So in a lot of ways, you have to think behind, use your own mind, like, oh, okay, that's why he needed those 2, because he can't press the button himself. But you never know in the future. You never know. Maybe somebody will say, Connor, I want you guys to take those individual episodes and flush them into a 30-minute episode. Then you can really tell the story within the story.
That'd be cool.
Wouldn't it?
Hopefully one day there will be live action remake of all these. That'd be something.
Well, everybody in the chat, I hope you guys kind of like enjoy just kicking back with us, kind of an easy night, kind of going through the process of what it takes to make. Even though it's a 5 minutes, there's so many hours that are put into something like this. And they play so quickly. I don't think sometimes people might understand, really, I'm being honest, the amount of time to get everybody together, to get these voices in, to squeeze it into a 5-6 minutes and in real life. And I'm thinking to myself, when I see Connor being in documentaries and people making movies, I can imagine what's it like to do an hour and a half. That's why I'm excited to see your guys' documentary tomorrow. Like, because I know you guys been working on that for a long time, and I can see how.
Yeah, months, man. I always get tripped out too. Like when we're filming, we film for 3 hours and get 3 minutes worth of footage if you're lucky. So it's really crazy. And yeah, the time we put into this, and just to get everybody together in different time zones, and all of us all on different pages, so we got to come together for the same sentence. It's truly amazing.
Chad has to come back in episode 4, because Chad, the 3 guys have to come back. Chad is East Coast, and their co-host is West Coast. See, everybody's from, but I know for a fact that Chad's going to make the StreamYard because that's like, I know I wanted more lines, and he knows he wants more lines, and Chad, I don't know if I just, you know what, Chad, you might have to convince me to not kill you off so quickly.
Yeah.
And the question is, right, everybody, episode 4, why are they alive? Why are they important? You're gonna have to wait and see why they're important.
Ark of the Covenant.
And it's not what you guys think either. It's not what you guys think. But beyond that, so I know tomorrow the documentary is coming out tomorrow with You're in It on Spectrum channel. But you got anything else coming out this weekend, Connor? Do you want to tell people about?
Yeah, this Sunday I'm going to be on Akashi Chris's show, Mind Forked, and I'm super excited. That's going to be, I think, 4:00 Central. So it's going to be right before Anthony's show with Brown Dwarf. That's going to be an awesome show too. But yeah, Akashi Chris, she's been to the glyphs. She's communicated with the skies. And she's a big fan of what I'm doing, so I'm super excited to share some energy with her. It's going to be Grassman versus Skunk Ape. So you got the Ohio Grassman and the Florida Skunk Ape. It's going to be a really
that's cool.
When is the Space Out Radio one coming out? I know you're going back on this channel too, right?
Yeah, I think that's like August 18th. So next week. Next week. Yeah, it was actually supposed to be like August 8th or 9th. And then we pushed it back a little bit just to give everybody some time. But everything's meant to be perfect timing. My AC just started 2 hours and 1 minute into the show. I didn't even know it was off. And boom, right when we're about to show part 3, the final of the trilogy. But we have to give Rich a good outro, man. Thank you for your voice and your energy.
You guys are welcome. Thank you guys.
Did great.
Thank you for donating to make this happen. I mean, you're a major part on why this happened.
It was a blast, for sure. Worth every penny.
And if you ever want a main character again, you know what?
I got it. No, make it happen again.
No, you're in.
And everybody in the chat, this is what you guys could do. Take these cartoons, share them out, tell people about them, tell families that, I mean, there's nothing in here that's gross for kids to watch. I mean, there's lasers. We use lasers. There's not, I mean, when we had the dinosaur, it's not like there was blood coming out of the dinosaur's mouth. So this is something that kids could watch and have fun. So you can help out the channel that way, because you never know, people, you might show it as a group and they're like, oh, this is fun. I want to help donate to get more of these created. These are fun. So share it by putting in, if you have a YouTube channel, put in your community tab if you have one. If you're not a YouTuber, share it on Facebook, share it on Instagram, tell people on Twitter. You don't have to put the channel link, but put the cartoons link in it. If the second one's your favorite, hey, check this one out. They actually have a third and a first one. And that's how you get the buzz going. And so that's how you guys can help in the chat. Share it out. Hey, check this out. These crazy motherfuckers actually are making a cartoon, and these crazy motherfuckers are doing the cartoons in different areas in each one of them. And there is one day I am going to try to crack the code and do one on a Mandela effect. That's going to be a little bit more difficult. That's going to be a little bit more difficult to bring in when people see like pity bags. One guy comes in with the monocle, without a monocle. It's gonna, that's gonna be more of a code to crack. But you never know. You never know where we could go with this. We are gonna try to crack the code for every main cryptid event on this planet. There's a way. There's a will. There's a way. There's a way. There's a will. We could do it. But beyond that, guys, have a good night. And tomorrow, I'm not gonna have a show tomorrow because I'm actually got a lot of things I have to do tomorrow. But Saturday, But Saturday, I am gonna do the Paranormal Highway show like I do on Fridays. I'm just doing it on Saturday. So Saturday morning, about 10 a.m. Pacific time, I'm doing my Paranormal Highway show on a Saturday instead of tomorrow. Just so you guys know. But beyond that, everybody have a good night.